Mahogany Homes has finally made its way to old school RuneScape, and with this in the game now, I really wanted to get a detailed guide out there for you skillers who might have any questions on how to do this efficiently or what you should expect to see while doing this. So I tried to include as much as I can with the new release of this content. So hopefully it's helpful to you guys, and if it is, please make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the YouTube channel for more content like this. But anyways, guys, let's go ahead and get right on into the video. Here is everything that I am going to be covering in this video. If you want to skip ahead to the time that best suits you, please feel free to do so. First off, what is Mahogany Homes exactly? If you are unfamiliar, this is a new minigame added to old school RuneScape where you pretty much take construction contracts, travel to a specific location, and rebuild specific items in NPCs' houses, and they will reward you with construction experience and points that you can utilize to buy helpful tools on your construction journey. Moving on to your inventory and gear setup. Now, as far as resources go, you will need steel bars and planks depending on which contract you will be doing, which is determined by your construction level. You should always be doing the highest tier contract that you complete. There are 4 different contracts, those being beginner, which is 1 construction and normal planks, Novus, which is 20 construction and oak planks, Adept, which is 50 construction and teak planks, and expert contracts, which is 70 construction and mahogany planks. So depending on what contract you will be doing, that is the type of planks that you will actually be utilizing. Now, as far as the teleportation methods go, obviously it's going to be different for everybody depending on what you have available to your account. But for now, just know that you need a way to get to Artie, your POH, which should be located in Hasidius, Falador, and Varrock. I will be going into more detail of that later on in the guide, so just bear with me. But just know those are the 4 main cities you need to get around to. The rest of your inventory should be a hammer, saw, at least 2 steel bars, and the rest fill it up with your tier of planks that you'll be utilizing. As far as your gear goes, you will need full graceful, as you will be doing a lot of running, a chronicle, and then I just like to carry the ring of dueling just in case I need quick access to a bank as well. How to actually start this minigame? There is only one requirement, and that is that you own a POH, which costs you 1k GP by speaking to any house agent located around Gielinor. Once you have a house, make your way over to Falador at this location right here and speak to Amy. Request a contract from her, and she will randomly assign you a contract located in one of the 4 cities that I mentioned previously. All you have to do is make your way inside the house and start repairing things. Most of the items that you actually need to repair or replace are highlighted in red. However, there are a few broken items in each house that are not highlighted in red, and they are broken that you have to repair them. So just keep an eye out for those items, some of those being mirrors or a clock or a stove that are not highlighted in red. Those are usually the ones. You do not have to talk to the NPC until after you have repaired everything. Once you have done so, the NPC will reward you with construction experience and reward points, and they will also offer you a cup of tea. Make sure you take this cup of tea, as it does restore your run energy completely so you can keep running around and completing contracts. For beginner contracts, again guys, as I mentioned before, you will be utilizing normal planks, and you will be doing this from levels 1 to 20 construction. This will take around 5 to 6 contracts and approximately 10 minutes to complete. On average, you should use around 60 planks and 3 steel bars. But please keep in mind, guys, this is different for everybody. So you could end up using more or less of the resources that I've just mentioned. So it's always a good idea to have more. That way you don't end up running out of the resources and having to go buy some more. I will now be showing you guys every location that you can actually retrieve a contract from. There are 4 different cities, and every city has 3 buildings located within them that you can get a contract in. I will also be showing you guys where to bank, where to teleport from, and where to start a new contract once you have completed your current one. To start off in Falador, there are 3 different locations, as I've said before, and all 3 of these are fairly close to each other on the east side of Falador, highlighted in blue. You will start your contract highlighted in red, and if you obtain a contract in Falador, it's always best to just run directly east, and if you have to bank to obtain more resources, this is a perfect time to do so. Then just make your way over to the contract, complete it, and then you can easily just run back or teleport back, whichever is faster. The best ways to teleport to Falador on a scaler is either a tablet or a Ring of Wealth, especially if it is located in a jewelry box in your POH. This is the closest teleportation method to a Mahogany Homes office, so if you complete a contract in a different city and it's quite far from a place where you can start a new contract, it's always better to just teleport to the Falador Park with a Ring of Wealth, and then you can easily start a new contract from there. The next city is Hosidius, and the best ways to get here is either through a teleport to your house if it is located in Hosidius, or you can also use a Xerix Talisman with the Glade option, and these are the two best ways to actually get here. If you have the southernmost contract, it's always better to teleport to your house and just run from there, but if you have the two northern ones, I would utilize the Xerix Talisman and run from there. This is also a good point to bank if you are using the Xerix Talisman, and I would only run to the Mahogany Homes office if you are using the most two northern offices. If you have the southern contract, I would definitely just teleport back to Falador and get a new contract from there. Next up is Varrock. Now there are three different teleportation methods. Either your Chronicle if you have the southernmost contract, or you could either use a Varrock tablet or a Ring of Wealth to the Grand Exchange. The benefits of using the Ring of Wealth, it is located right next to a bank, but if you're using a tablet, you can also just run to the Varrock East Bank if you need to refill on your resources, and then you can just easily run to the two northern contracts. Now these two are fairly close to a new Mahogany Homes office, so you can easily just run to there and get a new contract rather than going to Falador. And the final city where you will be completing contracts is Arty. The only real good teleporting method to get here is through the Arty tablet. I do not recommend banking when you are in Arty unless you really have to, and I would only use the starting location or the Mahogany Homes office if you are located or have the contract right next to it. The other two that are more north, I would just teleport back to Varrock and start a new contract that way. Moving on to the Novus Contracts unlocked at level 20 construction, you will be here all the way until level 50, and this should take you around 82 contracts for a total of 1.3 hours overall. You should receive around 164 reward points and roughly use around 664 oak planks and 25 steel bars. Again, guys, these are all estimates. It will be different for everybody, so just please keep that in mind. This is just to give you a general idea of what you should expect to see. For Adept contracts, you will be doing this from level 50 to 70 construction. It should take you around 195 contracts for 5.4 total hours, and you should get around 583 reward points, roughly 2,268 teak planks, and 130 steel bars will be used as well. And finally, for the Expert contracts, you'll be doing these from level 70 to 99 construction. You should expect to do around 2,741 contracts for a total of 70.3 hours. You should expect to see around 175k XP per hour, and you should get around 13,322 reward points. You will utilize approximately 33,400 mahogany planks and 1,050 steel bars, and this should overall cost you around 69 mil GP to obtain 99 construction. And now we can move on to the rewards of Mahogany Homes. As you can see, here is a list of all of the rewards you can actually obtain, and I will be going into detail of each item. The first item I will be talking about is the supply crate. Now this is very similar to the Winter Tot supply crates. Each one of these is worth 25 points, and they give you an assorted amount of resources that you can sell, and each crate on average is around 10k GP. Now you shouldn't be buying these supply crates until you have purchased the other items in the reward shop, which I will be covering next. But in total, if you were to purchase the supply crates after every other item in the reward shop, you can save around 3 to 4 mil GP on your journey to 99 construction. The next item is the Equippable Saw. Now this really doesn't serve any purpose other than the fact that it saves you one inventory spot because you can equip the saw rather than have it in your inventory. But this is worth 500 points, and if you do plan on getting this, I would definitely save it until after you have purchased other items in the reward shop. The next item, and probably the most important one, is the plank sack. This costs you 350 points and holds 28 planks inside the plank sack. However, it does take one inventory spot, so really it's only an extra 27 planks, but is still pretty significant. And especially if you are training construction through your POH, I highly recommend obtaining this item first. If you're looking to spice up your POH a little bit with a nice wall kit, you could also buy the Hasidius blueprints for 2,000 points. Really, I don't know why this costs so much points, but this is what your house would look like if you were to redecorate it with this blueprint. And finally, the main reason most of you are probably doing Mahogany homes is for the construction skilling outfit. Now, like any other skilling outfit, this gives you an additional 2.5 bonus XP while training the construction skill. The helmet costs 400 points, the top costs 800 points, the trousers 600, and the boots 200 points for a total of 2,000 points for the full outfit overall. That's it for this guide, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and make sure to subscribe. If you already are subscribed, consider becoming a member of the YouTube channel by hitting that join button. And as always, guys, thank you so much. And also, if you have not already, check out some of my other content, and I will see you guys in the next one.